Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little something different. This is going to be 2014, a year in review. We're just going to talk about some of the albums that came out that we enjoyed. What are you fucking doing?
Brandon's petting the albums that came out.
He's petting some of the albums that came out, some of the shows we went to, some of the merch we picked up, some people we met.
Yeah, we did meet some famous people.
Yeah.
Or famous to us, at least.
Yeah, I mean, we met some indie famous, I guess you could call them, people.
Yeah.
So, we have a lot of things that we're holding right now, like on our laps. We have many vinyl and CD and 7 inches and ticket stubs.
Started?
Yeah.
All right.
So you want to just
we'll start with you, Brandon. What do you got?
I'm gonna show off. All right, I'll go to my top albums overall. So these two went to that show. I'm sure they mentioned in one of their videos.
Aaron West and the Roaring Bulls.
And Jimmy was kind enough to be a pal and pick me up the CD. I wanted it on vinyl, but apparently it was sold out.
It's not sold out. It's out of print.
Out of print.
It's out of print right now.
So yeah. But he was nice enough to pick me up a CD. Got it signed as well. You can see it right there. He signed it as Aaron West, which is cool. So he kind of kept to the alias character, whatever you want to call it. But I haven't listened to this yet, actually. I know these guys have, and they've been telling me how good it is, and I'm excited to check this out. So, unfortunately, I already made my top 10, so I don't know if I can break it in.
If you want to find out more about that album, go check out one of our previous videos on
No. It's not going to be out yet.
Check out a future video.
It's going to be out on Sunday.
Hey.
This Sunday.
Future Jimmy. Don't fuck up again.
Yeah, this one, if this came out on a Wednesday, which, if I'm doing things right, it came out on Wednesday the...
Little future talk here for us. Or past talk.
This should be out on Wednesday the 14th. And if that's so, the 18th is when our Aaron West talk should go up.
Look for Sunday. You can find out more about that album.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to just go?
No. We'll go down the road here.
All right.
So what do you got, Dave?
Dave.
I got Jimmy's Seaway all in my head.
Yeah,
hard to see
really hard to see.
Because it's very pale. It's pale blue and white writing.
So the light will fuck that up.
I just love this splatter, dude.
You do? So you're gonna show it off again?
I'm gonna show it off again. It's just nice.
It's funny.
It's so simple.
It's so simple.
I got the same record, but none of them are actually the same. Like mine has the same colors, but it's different splatter.
Yeah.
So mine's a little bit more pink than his is, actually.
That's cool.
So it's pretty
I
cool.
really do like that splatter. I heard about that band in 2014 at the Glamour Kill show.
I dragged them to the set.
What? Glamour Kill show.
He's got his ticket stuff.
No, you didn't really drag me. I
was like,
I had nothing.
See them.
I had nothing to see at that time,
Yeah.
so I was like, yeah, I'll give them a shot. They wound up being awesome. The band's super nice.
Very pizza. Very popcorn.
Very.
Very
Hockey.
hockey. Very pizza.
They're
very
Canadian.
girlfriend. Very popcorn.
Canadian.
Yeah. Very Canadian.
Canada.
I didn't even realize we had the flag up. I forgot about that, and I set these flags up.
This is true. All right, so in my hand here, I have Man Overboard, Passing Ends. I actually haven't gotten a chance to listen to this one yet.
It's pretty good.
But I did buy it. It's 5 songs long. Brandon was a big fan of it, so that was my Christmas present to him.
Oh, yeah. It was a good one at that.
But it was good to get more music from Man Overboard.
I'm going to talk about this one here. This one's also one of Jimmy's. Those are your,
Get it in frame.
It's not in frame. There we go. Now it's in frame. This is the newest modern baseball album. For those of you that don't know this band, they are the emo band right now. Pretty huge if you're into this sort of sound.
Whatever Forever.
Yeah, whatever forever.
Whatever Forever. Apparently, this is a story from the Glamour Kill show. Apparently, Soupy Campbell is the one, like when they were on the tour together. When for
Modern Baseball?
Yeah, Modern Baseball was on tour with Wonder Years, which is another show I went to this year. Awesome show. Soupy told fucking Modern Baseball that they had to have a shirt that says Whatever Forever.
That's great.
And once they finally made it, it's their best-selling T-shirt right now.
Yeah. So I actually got to see these guys at a free show in Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Night Bazaar. Shout out to them. Cool venue for those of you guys that are in the New York area. Put on free shows. They have a cool night bazaar, which is like kind of like a flea market that goes until I think 1 a.m. Really cool. They always put on great free shows. Lots of cool bands roll through. They were awesome. When I saw Modern Baseball live, great, fantastic set. This album's great as well. Continuation of their songs that they did on the previous record, and yeah, just all the songs are really cool. Nice. It's actually like a nice, short, sweet album too. I think it's right. Under, it's right under 30 minutes, right around the 30-minute mark.
It's almost like a coming of age album too.
The
content of it is very growing up and becoming.
It's all about like they're all college students. They're all in Philly. They're all Philly based, so they all go to college around the Philly area. So so they're all kind of talking about their college days and whatnot, kind of getting out of college, staying in college, whatever it might be. So yeah, it's a great album. So you guys check it out.
Shout out to Phil Picars, who enjoys this band, and he's the GM of WGTB. And
we'll play more of them for you. Or one song, because Dave doesn't really like them.
Yeah, they're all right. He's the guy that will give me the code when he knows the code, which he'll be the first or second person to know. The code to the booth for the radio, so we can actually do our show.
Okay.
It's got a lock. In my hands right now, I've got Danger's July 2013 EP, which was released in I think March of 2014.
Nice.
All of his songs and most of his albums. He hasn't had any albums come out. All of his songs and his EPs, most of them at least, are time-stamped as the date he finished them. So
that's like every single
the songs on his album, which are really small and hard to read. It's 109, 113, 130, and 142, and I guess he finished it in July of 2013, and then it came out earlier this year. I explained in my top 10 or top 5 vinyl video that this was one of the ones that I really enjoyed. I think I put it as an honorable mention just because it was just a black record. It wasn't anything special.
With the black sleeve and the artwork.
But it was
awesome.
The artwork's really cool. I had to buy it off French Amazon because it didn't exist in the U.S.
Yep. If you want to hear more on that story,
international shipping is a bitch.
Check out Dave's favorite vinyls.
Yep. That's definitely up at this point.
All right. So in my lap here, Real Friends. I actually keep forgetting the name of this one. Maybe this place is the same and we're just changing.
It's just a mouthful.
It is. It's a very long title, but it has some of the most powerful pop punk songs I've heard. The first time I heard the song 16, I was in tears. I mentioned that the Modern Baseball album was a coming-of-age album. That song is a coming-of-age song. I'm actually going to pull this out to get a lyric from it.
Oh, and I did like that splatter as well.
Yeah, the splatter's awesome. Here, you can show that off again. Just because it was fucking sweet.
Oh, that's nice. This one is really sick.
It's like a yellow, that's really cool.
But
this side really is cool.
The lyric that I wanted was... Jesus.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going.
No, I have to find it. This is the saddest part is I've been distant since I was 16. It keeps me up in bed, but I'm stuck here with all the choices I've made and the chances that I was too afraid to take. These guys are in their mid-20s and they made choices and life decisions when they were 16 that affected them all the way through. And it's kind of living life with regret from your teenage years, and that's not something that you should really hold on to throughout your entire life. It's a painful thing to do. But the rest of the song is about how other people around them help them through their tough times. And the album, I don't want to make a claim on anything because I have yet to put things in place, but 2014 was a huge year for pop punk for me, whether it was discovering new bands, Knucklepuck released an EP, or new albums coming out.
Which we talked about in our first ever music discussion that we put up. That was just called, I think it was just called Knucklepuck.
Knucklepuck discussion.
We just generally talked about Knucklepuck.
Just fanboy.
Yeah,
absolutely. Look at all these fucking plugs we're getting in here.
Yeah, look at that.
Good.
I think Dave and I are going to bounce back and forth here because Brandon only has one left.
And then I'll just do top 10 after that. We'll talk about Rich overall.
So,
but It's another one of Jimmy's vinyls here that I'm going to be showcasing. But,
I haven't listened to it yet, so you're the one to talk about it.
Yeah, so Sleepwave, for those of you that don't know, is the new project for Spencer Chamberlain, who was the ex-vocalist for Under Oath, the now defunct Under Oath, unfortunately, rest in peace. One of my favorite bands, Under Oath. This project is definitely like...
That's the second side project to come from Under Oath. The first one is the Almost, right?
Yes, the Almost was the project of the drummer. I can't remember his name right now.
Oh, I should know it too.
Yeah, but anyway, Sleepwave is kind of like... It's sort of like a electronic-y, alternative rock kind of deal going on here. If you're into like Nine Inch Nails and like that kind of heavier, sort of grungy alternative rock, I would definitely recommend checking this out. Really cool, solid tunes. Yeah, definitely give it a spin.
Yeah, I have yet to listen to it, as I said, because I picked that one up the same day that I picked up the Have Mercy album that came out in 2014, which we have a very extensive discussion on. Don't think it's out yet. It will be out soon. Dave's thinking. He's got all the dates.
A week from this video.
A week from this video. It is a very powerful album. That's in my top 5 of favorite albums for 2014.
I only started listening to it 3 days
just
ago.
subscribe for us to give you a 30-minute video about
that
how
one
awesome
was
it is.
really long.
It's a 30-minute video about how awesome that album is.
Yeah. I got Jardway Hesitant Alien right here.
This is the
this is a really cool alternate color cover that I saw. I think the actual cover is just his face.
The back of it is also alternate as well.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I don't get what the fucking deal with this like purple or not purple, fucking pink, whatever the fuck it is.
It's like a cat man.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's weird. Jardway's a little weird, but that's fine. His album's good. I like his music. He makes a good comic. That's cool.
Lead singer of the now defunct My Chemical Romance put out a very good album. Another album that came from the breaking up of My Chemical Romance was Frankie Iero and the Celebration. What was the Stomach Aches?
Came out. Yeah, that also came out this year.
That also came out this year. We don't have it on vinyl, unfortunately.
I don't have a physical copy of it. I bought it on Amazon though. It was like $10.
Yeah, it's a great album. Both of them were phenomenal. I do think Hesitant Alien is a little better.
It's definitely it's better. It's produced better. At least.
Much better.
It's definitely a different departure from the sound that My Chemical Romance were accustomed to, and Stomach Aches kind of leans on, because he definitely goes more in the route of 60s, 70s kind of glam rock, and he kind of taps into a lot of 70s punk, which is really cool.
Yeah, I love it.
It's different, so it's really awesome. So if you're into like older 60s, 70s kind of rock, definitely check out Jardway's album. Some great rock pop tunes in there.
For those of you that have seen my favorite vinyls, Dave and I had a little bit of an orgasm over this one here. This is the Fireworks album. Brandon, what is the name of this album?
Gospel something? No.
It doesn't say.
It's on the side.
It
It's
just
on the
doesn't
spine.
say.
On the spine.
On the spine?
Oh no, O Common Life. Gospel was the album before this one. That's what I was saying. I was thinking it's Gospel.
Common but O Common Life by Fireworks, another amazing pop punk album. They have a little bit of the whiny vocals. It's probably not Dave's cup of tea. He still gets to listen to it though.
To me, that's
I'll show off the splatter.
Vinyl looks dope.
Yeah. Show off the splatter one more time for those of you that missed the video. But if you did miss the video, I don't know why you're watching this one.
Yeah.
Here's the fucking splatter.
Yeah, and it's clear.
To me, definitely like
streaks.
more lyrically more mature pop punk. There's a lot more older dudes.
I saw them in the same show.
Playing pop punk. So
saw them in the same show with Wonder Years, Citizen, Real Friends, Modern Baseball. So it went Modern Baseball, then Citizen, then Real Friends, and then Fireworks, and the headline was Wonder Years. Couldn't have asked for a better lineup. The only thing I could have asked for is the man sitting 2 people to my left to show up at the damn show. Fuck you for not going. I had to go alone, but it's okay. It was in my top 3 favorite shows of the year.
That's why I didn't go.
You hate all of those bands.
And the last thing we have to show off albums wise that we bought this year, at least physical copies of, is Porter Robinson's Worlds. That and Danger are the only 2 like electronic music albums that we have, like straight up like electronic. This one's like really airy, really chill out stuff, while Danger's like dark cinematic kind of feel.
I will say that I enjoyed Worlds more than I enjoyed the July 2013 EP.
I'd say the same actually. Worlds is really good. I do really enjoy Dangerous music though.
I think Worlds is also in my top 5 for favorite albums this year.
Top 10 for me, maybe not top 5, but it's definitely really good. There's only one song I didn't like off it, Flicker.
I like Flicker.
I didn't. I don't know. It just kind of had like.
Yeah, but you also like baby metal.
I like J-pop. If you're into J-pop, check it out. Flicker's a cool song. It incorporates.
Yeah,
cool
he definitely Porter Robinson as Japan as an American person can be. So if you're into that, that's
as Japan as an American person.
Yeah, he's
he's into anime.
He's so Japan, but he's American.
He belongs.
Quiet as fuck.
But yeah, Japan Baby Metal. You got to see Baby Metal, right, Brad?
Yeah, I mean, I got to see Baby Metal. I know there's a lot of haters out there. These guys are haters of the band.
I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it.
They were my number 2 album of the year.
I don't understand. Thus, I hate
fantastic album. That's called ignorance, my friend. Anyway, Baby Metal is, for those of you that don't know, I wouldn't know how you wouldn't know because they literally were all over the place on the interwebs.
Except for Japan.
Yeah, they're not big in Japan, surprisingly. My roommate actually is right now in Japan, and he told me people don't even know what Baby Metal is. But anyway, Baby Metal, for those of you that don't know, crazy band. They basically take a bunch of different styles of metal, whether it's black metal, melodic death metal, metalcore, new metal, and they take a lot of styles from J-pop, Japanese pop, and they fuse them with the girl group of Japanese pop. A lot of what they call idol groups, usually like younger girls that kind of sing with these J-pop songs, and combine them into a metal group, and it's just straight up just the most catchiest, most sugary songs with just the most heaviest possible guitars possible.
It's like you take the fucking most monstrous metal that you can find, and then you have 3 little girls sing over it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't understand the draw.
The lyrics are really good. It's pretty cool.
You understand the lyrics?
You look them up. I look them up. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, I understand.
Oh yeah, if I can speak this language.
No, the lyrics are great. The lyrics are great. It's you don't really get to see a lot of mainstream female representation in metal, so it's kind of cool to see like younger girls kind of having like a voice in metal. That's really cool, and they have a lot of female empowerment.
I do agree with that.
And it's really cool.
Is nice that we're getting more like women of metal. It's just if they weren't doing J-pop vocals, I'd be completely on board.
Yeah, some people.
That's the only thing for me.
One song I do like. One song, or I guess like is a loose term here, but Makitsune is one song.
That's a great song.
I'm just gonna grab
it.
But live, they were fantastic. They definitely know how to put on a show.
They were both of your number ones, right? Number 1 favorite show.
No, number 1 favorite show. Number 2 album. But I'll just do like a quick rundown of my albums. Number top 10. Number 1 album for the Nothing, Guilty of Everything. Great shoegaze band if you're into like heavy, just walls of distortion with beautiful, dreamy vocals over it. Check that out. Number 2, Baby Metal. Number 3 for me was Clipping, noise, hip hop group. They put out some harsh beats, but they have some like real fast, real gritty lyrics that have really awesome stories to depict. 4 for me is FK Twigs. LP1, R&B singer singing over some really strange electronic beats and kind of in Bjork sort of style. 5, Xerxes, Collision Blonde, screamo band that kind of does a style blend with a lot of 80s post-punk and a lot of the sort of shoegazy elements from that time period. Really cool combination. 6 is Hotelier, which I know Jimmy's also a huge fan of.
I'm a big fan.
Home Like No Place Is There. Fantastic emo album. Also kind of blends a little bit of indie rock and screamo in there. Fantastic. Number 7 for me was Emarosa. Huge fan of that band since the beginning. Versus they had a new lead singer after ousting Johnny Craig. New singer's perfect fit for the band. Great blend of kind of alternative post-hardcore with R&B soulful vocals.
Just to stop you a little bit, Johnny Craig started a new band this year.
Slaves, yeah.
Slaves.
Not as good as Emarosa.
No, I don't think it's as good as Emarosa either, but it is still good stuff.
It's still pretty good.
It's not shit.
It's still pretty
good. Johnny
Craig,
Craig, really great singer. He's very talented. Kind of an asshole.
Not a good guy. Yeah,
just an asshole.
Yeah, not a good guy. 8, Mac DeMarco, Salad Days. If you're into jangly kind of indie rock, Very kind of summery, psychedelic singers. Check them out, Mac DeMarco. I'm sure a lot of you guys know Salad Days. Been topping a lot of critics' lists. It's fantastic listen. Give it a try. Number 9, Bad Bad Not Good. The third album, jazz group that kind of does a stylistic combination with hip hop. They started off doing a lot of kind of instrumentals of hip hop beats, but made them all jazzy. And now they kind of put out their third album, which is just entirely made up of originals. Fantastic kind of hard bop if you're into like that old, classical sort of style of jazz. And finally, my number 10 album was Wolves in the Throne Room, Celestite. Wolves in the Throne Room, huge black metal band, very atmospheric sort of black metal. They're very kind of they have they started infusing more ambient sort of influence towards the end of their catalog, and then with their newest album, they decided to go full on synth band. If you're into Vangelis and sort of like that 80s kind of soundtracky synth work, you should definitely check out Wolves in the Throne's new album. Fantastic kind of just drone synth work. It's just a really great listen. So yeah, that was like my favorite albums of this year.
Yeah.
But what about you guys?
We'll get a better list there. We don't have actual lists.
Yeah, we don't have constructed lists. This dude's like really into making lists.
Yeah.
I've started to try and distance myself from like ratings of music and like top 10s because it's just like the music I listen to, a lot of it means so much to me. It becomes really difficult for me, and then
you put a number on something,
and then like I'll look back on it and I'll just be like, I don't know how I feel about that, but.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy.
I'll just talk about some albums that just
just run down a couple albums.
Yeah, just a
guys
couple ones
that I thought were still.
Have Mercy is an easy one.
Have Mercy it hit me and Jimmy both really like heavily in these past couple of days, even though it's 2015 now and we're recording this.
Technically, they don't know that.
It's fine. Anyway, still it came out 2014. It's a really good album, and we hadn't made this video yet, so it still counts.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Porter Robinson's album Worlds, which I showed. I got that vinyl. It he really took a step away from what he was used to. Like he did a bunch of like kind of like big room house, like EDM, just, like hit songs, stuff like that, like things that were like kind of like catchy and like had good beats. And he said he stepped away from it all and he wanted to do something that he would be proud of, and that he wouldn't be like, I'm doing this for, like, he wouldn't feel like he did it for money, like he did it for attention. It's just like, I want to make something that in my eyes is art. He wanted to make something that was like art, and he did a very good job. I really enjoyed the album. Most of it was really good.
Album.
Just don't like Flicker.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the album. For me, if you listen to M83, you heard this album.
Yeah, it's basically.
if you listen to M83, you heard this album. Aside from the singles are great. If you heard M83, you heard most of this.
But Divinity, Sad Machine, Lionhearted, those are all really good tracks. The rest of the album is still it's still pretty good, but it's very like M83. Yeah, I agree with that.
I can't believe we've gotten this far in this fucking video without mentioning Growing In or I'm the Man by Ascenders.
I was getting there. I was first going to go to, say, Census.
Yeah, we haven't even said the Census yet.
My favorite band of all time, Circus 5. I have seen them 6 times. I didn't get to see them this year at all, which is unfortunate, but I did see Anthony Green do 3 different things this year. I saw him play Sound of Animals, which I don't have a ticket for some reason.
No, but all 3 of us were at that show.
Yeah, we all went to that together. It was his birthday present.
Happy birthday to me.
He didn't really listen to them beforehand. Like,
No.
He knew a couple songs. We were just like, you're going to see Sound of Animals. It's happening. And you had a good time. So
it was phenomenal.
We're good friends, I guess.
I guess that's the part of my 2014 year interview. I got into Sound of Animals.
Yeah.
Way to go, me.
I went to go see Seosin, yeah. Which was pretty cool. Me and Jimmy and our friend Robert went
for Seosin.
Didn't they play 7 Years twice in the set?
They played 7 years once. The night before
they played 7 years.
They played 7 years twice.
God, that's hilarious.
They were nuts. Anthony Green actually wanted us to all go fucking swimming in the ocean after the show.
That's nothing, though, because when I went and saw Bloody Beetroots, they played Spank 3 times.
What?
Not even kidding. They opened with it, And then
I don't know if I'd be angry about that.
It was
or,
hilarious.
Like,
I don't
or like,
know. Like it
Well,
just
it wasn't
got,
like straight up
Yeah.
spank.
it got ridiculous. Like they opened with it, they did the whole song, and then
they kind of interjected.
they
It
interjected the
other
chorus in twice, and they ended with the chorus.
They
with
tend
like
to do
the
that in
last
DJ
part.
sets.
Yeah,
I feel like it's one out
but
of
it
like,
was all live performance.
Really?
They had minimal backtracking, but everything was like Bob Rufo, and he had like 2 guys. He had one dude on drums.
Well, the
dude.
vocals are obviously backtracking because like he doesn't.
Vocals
sing,
were backtracking unless they were like the Warp songs or anything
Right.
he could stream, and Keep On Dancing, which is it's really a throwback. It's like fucking like
It's like
really
fucking-
like old school like rock and roll style shit,
Yeah, rock and roll.
but done by a band. This came out in 2013, and I saw. This is a show that came out. Man, it was either I can't remember exactly when it was. I don't have the ticket on me, but it was either the very end of 2013 or the very beginning of 2014 because it was really fucking cold outside. That's all I remember. But it was recently. Me and Brandon went and saw Fall of Troy. I do have a ticket stub for that still.
It's a good show.
Yeah, that was fun. That was
Reunion show for
went
them,
to
right?
the city once again. Robert was with us. He was a really big fan.
Shout out to Robert Lockett.
Robert
The
Lockett.
Starfish.
The Starfish.
The Starfish. No one that watched this video will probably understand that.
Unless Robert Lockett watches.
Unless Robert Lockett watches this.
We love you, Robert. Bobby Locks.
Bobby Locks.
Don't forget, listen to
Dad
Rock.
Dad Rocks.
Dad
Bobby
Rock,
Locks.
With Bobby Locks on
I don't
WJTV.njt.edu.
Don't remember what time it is.
Friday
It's-
nights, 8:30 to 10.
Yeah, it's
8:30 to
every.
10, 8:30 to
He's
10:30.
been doing it solidly every other week when the seasons are running. So I'll probably promote that on the page a few times during the year when he's doing it.
Playing a lot of Dad Rock tunes.
It's
Get some
all
classic rock, get your
all
Zeppelin.
classic rock.
Get your Eagles, get your Bon
It's pretty great.
Jovi on.
Zeppelin.
Get your Springsteen.
Springsteen. I don't even
Get
know
your
if he's ever
Springsteen.
played Springsteen. Whatever. He plays the Eagles a lot,
Yeah.
though.
A couple weeks ago, for when this video is coming out, at the very, very end, almost the last fucking day
We've
of
mentioned
the
this
year,
previously.
Anthony Green.
We were VIPs.
Yeah, look at that, VIP tickets. That was really cool. We got a signed poster, which is over there.
I'll grab it.
Jimmy is going to grab it, I guess. We got a signed poster. We got to meet Anthony Green, which is the 5th time I've met him, I think.
Does he remember you at this point?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Both my parents asked me the same question, does he remember you at this point? And
You remembered your dad that one time.
he remembered my dad one
Are
time.
you serious?
Yeah,
That's
because
hilarious.
he saw my dad like a week apart. Like, me and my dad went to a signing, and then like the next day we went to a show,
Circa
and we were able to
or
meet
Anthony Green.
Anthony Green.
Oh, okay.
It was that show that we all went, that all 3 of us went to.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Right,
Just the day before, me and my dad went to a signing,
Jeffrey
a
played
circus
too.
signing.
Right. Got it.
And yeah,
That was
so he remembered my dad one time. But what I noticed was he was saying, "Hey, nice to meet you." For a lot of people, for me, he just said, "Hey, how's it going?" So that
Maybe?
take that as you will. That's I don't think he does, but I've seen him and his projects 11 times, and I've seen Circus Survive 6 times. I've seen him play solo stuff as Anthony Green 3 times. I've seen him play with Seosin once.
So if you
and-
couldn't tell, he's
I've
the
seen-
biggest fanboy.
Yeah.
Of Anthony Green.
And I've seen him play
is the
with
biggest fanboy.
Sound of Animals once. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't go see Circa this year, which is unfortunate because I've basically seen them every year since I started listening to them. But I did see him play 3 times. So
I don't know if you guys have
I think that's every show.
biggest
so.
music regret of 2014, but my biggest music regret of 2014 is not seeing Front Porch Step instead of seeing Have Mercy.
You mean
I
not seeing
have a
Mercy
big one.
instead of-
Yeah.
I have a big one.
you said not seeing Front Porch Step. You did see Front Porch.
My regret is not going up. My regret is not seeing Have Mercy.
Yeah.
But that entire situation, that's not my biggest regret. My biggest regret is having tickets to go see Circus Survive and not going to see Circus Survive.
Jeez.
My biggest regret of this year has been having tickets to go see Senses Fail with Nickel Puck opening,
And
not
going.
realizing when the show was and missing it. Having Robert Lockett once again, what's up, buddy? Walk
We
into
should get him on one of these.
we should walk into my studio and say, "Hey, you know that Senses Fail show that we're gonna go to?" And I was like, "Yeah, isn't it next week?" He goes, "No, it was yesterday." So yeah, we sure forgot when it was and just missed it and realized the next day, oh,
And Brandon,
Fuck.
Brandon, your biggest regret is not going with me to that fucking modern
No.
baseball Wonder Year show,
I
right?
guess that's a good question, actually. I like this question. Biggest regret 2014 musically? Not going to enough shows.
Not going to enough
Dude,
shows.
you
Not
went to,
buying
like-
enough records.
You went to so many shows and you bought so many fucking.
Not enough. Not enough. Never enough.
So basically, what you're saying is that your biggest regret is not going with me to that fucking Wonder Year show,
Sure, yeah. That's part of it.
or not going with us to go meet Anthony Green. He hugged me and Dave.
We all hugged him when we first met him.
We
Yeah.
did.
We all hugged him.
We
He
had
hugged
a
me
nice,
again.
nice group hug.
Yeah.
I was on the alone side.
Dude, I really needed that hug that day.
Yeah,
That was a shitty week.
yeah.
Anthony Green and I finally got to tell Anthony Green the one thing that I respect him for most as a musician when I met him at the same show that Dave was mentioning earlier, and that it was that his music was. It doesn't mean one thing to one person. It means a lot of things to a lot of people, and I respect him more.
What did he say to that?
He just kind of looked at me, and we both like. Who was with him? It was like his.
You just kind of like I don't know, like someone just works for him.
He just kind of looked at me, did that like awesome face, and
Just
he's
like yes.
that is so cool to hear. It's awesome. And then the girl who was taking pictures for him was like, I feel like somebody should be crying right now.
That was great. He's a really funny dude. He's really down to earth.
Don't give him pizza.
Yeah, don't give him pizza. According to him, if you care about him, and you see him eating pizza, slap that shit out of his hand.
Because it makes him all sad and doughy.
Did I meet Anthony twice this year?
Did you meet Anthony? Yeah, we both met Anthony
we
twice
met
this year.
Anthony twice this year.
Skate and surf. He was just walking
Yeah, I
around.
forgot about that. I was gonna have him sign something, but he was real busy.
On a sad part of 2014, at the very end of 2014, were the sexual harassment allegations against Front Porch Step, and that is a terrible way to end the year. But I think for 2014, there were so many awesome things that happened, so many great things that even we missed. We make jokes about our indie cred, but we don't keep up with all these bands as much as we should. Heavy English, a band that we've been trying to keep tabs on, only has 2 songs out, and we missed one of them being released this year.
Yeah, Heavy English is pretty much half of Envy on the Coast, who broke up when I was in high school, so at least like 4 years ago.
2010, 2011.
Something like that. Something like 2011, 2012 in there somewhere. They broke up. The singer went on to make a project called
North Korea?
Quiet Dog
No,
and
Quiet
North
Dog.
Korea.
There you go.
Quiet Dog, I think, is just solo stuff. He put out 4 or 5 songs and didn't really go anywhere from there, as far as I know. North Korea came out with an album last summer.
Yeah, 2 EPs on an album.
2 EPs and an album. They haven't come out with anything
good
new
stuff.
this year. I don't know. I wasn't too into it. I do really like Heavy English, despite the fact they only have 2 songs. But Heavy English Black Dog is really fucking cool. Only got
Look for it in Bloody Beep Boop Season 3.
Yeah, it's already on one of the playlists that we're working on. The first
Or listen
playlist
for it.
that is going to play when we come back is definitely going to be fucking ridiculous. So I have it ready, and it was almost done at the end of last season, and I was going to play it as our last show. But then Jimmy had a better idea, and I said, sure, let's do that. And I made it even more kick-ass and fucking ridiculous. So it's going to be a good opener.
I'd say 2014 was a solid year for music. Us as
It's a great
people,
year.
Yeah.
us as people,
really
we grew a lot through even outside of music. We learned some things, and we're becoming better people because of it.
I'm not.
Brandon's just an asshole. That's
Brandon
all.
is
Just forever and
just-
always will be just some fucking asshole who likes a lot of music and always gives me a lot of music.
But
Who will never have a musical device that can hold all of his music.
No.
nah.
That's why I have to keep buying vinyls.
But I think 2015.
Yeah, what are we looking forward to?
2015 is gonna have.
Oh god, so many
Pendulum?
things.
Pendulum potentially coming
Pendulum
out
maybe.
first quarter of this year, they said. Prodigy said the same thing, but then,
I'm just gonna look it up right now.
the
Let me know
Prodigy
something
is-
I knew.
yeah, the Prodigy and Pendulum have both been saying they're going to...
Let,
Pendulum recently.
Let Live.
Let Live, supposedly.
Oh,
Let Live.
Anyway,
Very
about
excited.
that Prodigy album, they've been saying for 2 years, oh yeah, it's coming out. And then I think back in 2011 or 2012. They were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be out 2013, and then that didn't happen.
Yeah,
And
Tonight
then
Alive-
2013 they said, oh yeah, it'll come out next year. That didn't happen. 2014 they said, oh first quarter of 2015. So
maybe
I don't know.
Tonight Alive is coming out with a new album.
Deaf Heaven. Their new album's coming out. I swear to God, I am gonna cry when that comes out. I cannot wait. Deaf Heaven by far is gonna be like the best album this year. I'm so excited for.
He's already calling it.
Yeah, I'm already calling it. Deaf
All right,
Heaven.
guys. Any music predictions for 2015?
What do you mean?
Like predictions? Who's gonna come out? Maybe best show, most anticipated show. Dude, Taking Back Sunday's playing with
Taking
Let
Back
Live.
Sunday and Let Live is
Yeah.
Sla
Long
Disputes
Island.
playing with Title Fight
and Hotelier.
and Hotelier.
Those are in the same month though.
Those are in the same month. I'm going to both.
They
I'm
might
seeing
be the same
Anamanaguchi
fucking
a week
thing.
from today that we shot
Enter
this,
Shikari.
and I'm pretty excited for that.
Enter Shikari.
Enter Shikari's gonna be cool. Marmozets are opening, and Straight from the Path, and A Lot Like Birds. All great bands. Check them
Wait.
all out.
That's the Ender Shikari show?
Yeah.
I might go to that.
Yeah, you should. We should all go.
Decisions being made
Yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I heard Straight from the Path, and I'm just like, are you fucking-
You guys remember I showed you Anonymous, right?
Straight from the Path's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's like Rage Against the Machine kind of stuff. Those are old stuff, just straight up hardcore punk, but they kind of fused a little bit with new metal and like some rap metal, Rage Against the Machine style.
Fair enough.
And
I'm
their
cool with
last
that.
album.
Yeah.
So what are the shows I was looking forward to this year?
This is gonna be a long ass video.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of shows.
You're
coming out.
still young.
Well,
All right.
hopefully 2015 is even better than 2014, and keep liking that Facebook page. We'll keep giving you as much information and feedback on all the music that we can.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this really fucking long video. I guess having Brandon around just makes us talk even more. This dude's really knowledgeable when it comes to music and listens to way more than.
Follow
us
him
two
on Instagram.
combined.
Follow me on Instagram, BlinkBoy94. Check out my radio show Thursday nights, 5 to 6 at WBMB.com. WBMBbiz.com, rather. Yeah, we talk about awesome music. Talk about
If he gives me a
friends.
link, it'll be down in the description.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It'll be right
All
down
right, guys.
there.
Thanks for watching.
I gotta shut Brandon up. Thanks for
There.
watching.